Hello and a very warm welcome. I am Ruchi Sharma. We have got you all the latest news and updates from the blockchain technology world. CryptoWire, a crypto super app which also includes the channel Crypto TV, has launched India's first index of cryptocurrencies, IC15. The IC15 index is aimed at helping investors track the performance of top 15 widely traded liquid cryptocurrencies listed on leading crypto exchanges across the globe. And now, let's take a look at the headlines. FM Sitharaman says tax on cryptocurrencies is not linked to the issue of ban. World's oldest Bitcoin mining pool mined 1.3 million BTC since inception. Polkadot Parachain Astar launches $100 million boost incentive program. Tiger Global leads $50 million round in Philippine crypto exchange. Vanex says stablecoins should be treated as investment funds, not banks. South Korea's $200 billion wealth fund to enter Metaverse. WWF drops NFT following environmental criticism. $4.6 billion Bitfinex hack suspects rap album convert NFTs disappear from OpenSea. Farmville creator Zynga to launch NFT games in 2022. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman on Friday said that the government has the sovereign right to tax profit made from cryptocurrency transactions. However, the decision on banning or not banning will be taken based on the feedback from consultations. FM was replying to questions raised by Congress member Chaya Verma on the legitimacy of taxing cryptocurrency. In her budget speech on February 1, Sitharaman said the government will levy a 30% tax on gains from private digital assets and proposed a 1% TDS on payments towards virtual currencies beyond Rs 10,000 in a year. The threshold limit for TDS would be Rs 50,000 a year. Also, there will be no deduction with reference to any expenditure or allowance shall be allowed while computing income from transactions from private digital assets. It has also specified that losses from the transfer of virtual digital assets will not be allowed to be set off against any other income. The provisions related to 1% TDS will come into effect from July 1, 2022, while the gains will be taxed effective April 1. Brain Slush Pool, formerly known as Bitcoin.cz, the world's first and oldest Bitcoin mining project, has announced that it has nearly mined 1.3 million Bitcoin since its inception in 2010. The company does not mine any other digital currencies and earn 100% of its income via BTC and charge 2% to 2.5% commission from its mining firmware. Brain Slush Pool has over 15,000 miners and its total hash rate accounts for 5 to 8% of that of the overall Bitcoin network. When asked about the need for centralized institutions to regulate volatility of digital currencies, Christian, Chief Marketing Officer at Brains, has said that Bitcoin is growing fast like an exponential technology and the company wants it to remain the way. Restrictions make everything slower and less effective. Astar Network, a parachain of the Polkadot network, has announced a $100 million Astar Boost program fund to provide liquidity and offer financial support and incentive programs to smart contracts developers. The program was funded through $22 million that Astar raised in strategic funding from crypto venture capital firms Parachain and Alameda Research, as well as an allocation of the native ASTR token. Polkadot, a framework for connecting various blockchains, does not support smart contracts on its main relay chain. Astar provides that support from smart contract developers. Astar also lets developers earn tokens for building smart contracts or infrastructure supported by the Build-to-Earn protocol and paid out in ASTR. The Philippine Digital Asset Exchange has raised $50 million in its latest funding round led by Tiger Global. UBX, the venture fund of Union Bank of the Philippines, Kingsway Capital, Jump Capital, US blockchain payments company Ripple, among others, also participated in the round. The funding round started in August last year when Tiger Global led another $12.5 million round in PDAX. PDAX was established in 2018 and is one of the 18 central bank licensed crypto service providers in the country. PDAX said it will utilize the funds to build infrastructure to increase efficiency of the local digital asset economy. The Philippines ranked third in Southeast Asia in Chain Analysis Crypto Adoption Index 2021 and is home to the largest number of Axie Infinity players, some of who earn their living from the game. Stablecoins should be treated like investment products, not banks, Jan Vanek, the CEO of investment firm Vanek, wrote in a recent publication. Ek argued that it was difficult to understand the regulators' insistence on treating stablecoins as banks since they don't lend money. Bank regulations may in fact imply some sort of government guarantee, he wrote. A couple of weeks earlier, Nellie Liang, the Treasury Undersecretary for Domestic Finance, testified before Congress that stablecoins are bank-like products as well as investment-like product, which is why there was a regulatory gap. In her testimony, Liang said that the technology companies without bank licensing shouldn't offer stablecoins. A group of regulators called the President's Working Group for Financial Markets published a report last year recommending that stablecoins fall under the same regulations as banks. After Adidas, Facebook and the Turkish government, South Korea's sovereign wealth fund could be the next giant to explore the metaverse. Seong-ho Jin, the head of the $200 billion Korea Investment Corporation, has announced that KIC is looking into investing in the metaverse and artificial intelligence as the firm makes a push to embrace alternative assets. CEO Jin told Korean media that while some argue that Silicon Valley is saturated, it is still a source of global growth. Jin added that the fund could expand its investments into alternative assets to represent around 25% of its portfolio by 2025 and estimated that its assets under management could swell to $300 billion. The World Wildlife Fund halted sales of NFTs after facing criticism from environmentalists about the industry's carbon footprint. Earlier this month, the WWF announced the launch of their NFTs on the proof-of-stake Polygon network in a tweet claiming the choice of blockchain was environmentally friendly. Releasing our NFTs on the eco-friendly Polygon blockchain, each transaction has the equivalent carbon emission of a glass of tap water, the WWF said at the time. Since the tweet, the Polygon network's carbon footprint has come under scrutiny. Critiques such as Alex D. Vries, founder of the Digiconomist website, said that the carbon footprint of a Polygon transaction is close to 430 grams of CO2, which was almost 2,100 times more than the estimate provided by the WWF. We agreed with our partners to bring this to a close last Friday. We recognize the NFTs are a much debated issue and we all have lots to learn about this new market, which is why we will now fully assess the impact of this trial and reflect on how we can best continue to innovate to engage our supporters, the WWF told a publication. A buyer on OpenSea bought $4.6 billion Bitfinex hack accused health morgans 2 NFTs for $300 worth of ETH, thinking it is a part of Bitcoin history, but now the owner claims they vanished from NFT marketplace OpenSea. Earlier this week, Department of Justice arrested and charged Heather Morgan and her husband Ilya Lichtenstein for laundering billions of dollars of cryptocurrency related to 2016 Bitfinex hack and seized $3.6 billion worth of Bitcoin. The buyer is contacting law firms and plans to take legal actions against OpenSea because he feels as a secondary buyer, he bought the NFTs legally and fairly. This is not the first time OpenSea has removed NFTs from its platform. In August last year, Pepe the Frog meme NFT were removed amid a copyright dispute. That's all in the bulletin for now. Keep watching Crypto TV.